All right, friends, it's Timon, and we're gonna do a reaction video to this short by Jason Jason Blaha. He says here we should not be getting excessively sore from training. Okay, I don't know. Let's see what he has to say.
You should not be getting excessively sore from your training. If you are and you're not a rank novice, usually the thing.
Training? What are you training for? See what I mean? It depends on what you're training for. In bodybuilding, you should be looking for a level of damage. I don't know why I keep saying soreness. It's damage, yeah, okay.
That are causing it is because you've added way too much volume sooner than you were able to handle it. You haven't acclimated to it yet. Remember, guys, bring up volume slowly if you're going to increase it. Number two, you may be doing way too many eccentric, really slow eccentric movements because these things cause muscle soreness.
Oh, so slow eccentrics cause muscle soreness? Interesting, okay. And what about it?
And again, it's not in the muscle tissue, it's in the connective tissue where you're feeling this.
So it's not in the muscle tissue, it's in the connective tissue. So the soreness is in the connective tissue, it's not in the muscle tissue. Well, as far as I know, it's in the muscle tissue and the connective tissue. It's in both, and even your bone. So I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no benefit to your muscle growth. In other words,
So there's no benefit to your muscle growth. Let's see if there's no benefit. Let's see if there's no benefit to your muscle growth. Yes, DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, right, is correlated with muscle damage. So if there's no micro damage, there's no growth, right? It says specifically with micro trauma to the muscle fibers caused by intense or intense or unaccustomed exercise, particularly what? Eccentric contractions. Okay. However, okay, whatever. The severity of the soreness doesn't always correlate to the extent of muscle damage. Yeah, well, yeah, because it depends. You could have a lot of damage or a little bit amount of damage. I don't know. DOMS and muscle damage. DOMS is a common symptoms of exercise-induced muscle damage occurring 24 to 48 hours after a workout, is specifically eccentric contractions. But he says it doesn't correlate to muscle growth. See what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. How are you supposed to build myofibrillar growth? This guy's nuts, man. Whatever. So there you go. Soreness and soreness versus muscle damage. Yada yada yada. Other factors. Hi, man. I don't know what planet this guy lives on, dude. But whatever.
So there is no benefit to your muscle growth. In other words,
see, there's no benefit to your muscle growth. So there's no benefit. So make sure you don't get any micro traumas, right? These micro injuries, so that you can build muscle myofibrillar growth. Sarcomere in parallel and sarcomere in series, because there's no benefit. There's no benefit in building muscles, because that's how muscles are built, but there's no benefit for you. Get it? According to Blaha.
And muscle soreness is not correlated at all with muscle growth. It's not.
So DOMS and that damage that is because of the damage is not correlated with muscle growth. Wow, it's not correlated with muscle growth. Let's find out. I don't know, man. Are micro... Yes, micro tears in the muscles are generally believed to be a significant factor in muscle growth. A significant factor. He said it's not. He said that muscle damage is not a significant thing, and there's no growth. Ha! But the exact relationship is still being researched. Okay, when muscles are being worked hard, particularly through resistance training, tiny tears can occur in the muscle fibers. These micro tears trigger a what? A repair process where the body rebuilds and strengthens the damaged tissue, potentially leading to an increased muscle size and strength. Well, he says it doesn't. It doesn't. Look, they even talk about DOMS here at the bottom. Delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. The pain and stiffness experienced after a workout, often referred to as DOMS, are thought to be related to the micro tears and subsequent inflammation. Oh, man, this guy, I don't know what fucking planet he's on, whatever, dude. Holy Christ, man. But whatever. Satellite cells, repairing, rebuilding, contributing to hypertrophy. Stimulus and growth. Yeah. The micro tears. The intense stress from resistance training creates micro tears in muscle fibers, signaling the body to do what? Initiate repair and a remodeling. So really don't understand what he's talking about. Like, what planet is this guy on, dude?
Factor. So again, it's not something you should be chasing. So people have this idea.
See, guys, it's not something you should be chasing. You should not be chasing building your muscles. You should be like Blaha, small and weak, lifting a heavy weight in the opposite direction of gravity. Get it? The rest of your life.
Well, if I get really sore, I must have had a great workout. No, not necessarily. Not at all. There's no evidence to that.
If you got a good DOMS session the following day, last couple days, you got a good workout. You got to eat a lot, especially after your workout. After that session of damage, you have to go and eat a lot. I guess that's it for that video. That was ridiculous. The things that this dude comes up with, he's so stupid. He's so dumb. That's why he's such a failure. So is his channel. So are all those people that pretend people he's training. They're all failures like him. It's a group thing, a group failure. You understand how it works on the internet? These fitness people, group failure. Groups failure slaves. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends. Ridiculous shit.